What's up, YouTube? Zero here, and today I have the boss battle against Sprong in Expedition 33. First, let's take a look at where this boss is going to be located on the map. You'll see the Gestural Village and a lot of other locations that you'll discover early on in the game. If you go northwest of the Gestural Village and some of those locations, it's going to be in the sea area north of an island, and it's also going to be northeast of that giant sea on the left-hand side of the map. It's also going to be southwest of the Forgotten Battlefield. If you have discovered the Forgotten Battlefield, it's in that water area next to the sea. Now, it is worth noting that my characters are in the mid-50s level-wise when I am taking on Sprong. If you are a lower level, it may take you a little bit longer to defeat Sprong, but this battle for me in the mid-50s took about 10 minutes. It's also worth noting that I am in Act 3, so I do have the Painted Power Picto equipped on all of my characters. What that Picto does is it removes the damage cap for the characters, meaning I can do more than 9,999 damage with my characters, which does make it a little bit easier as well. As I'm getting into this battle, if you do enjoy this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more Expedition 33 content. I do a bunch of other video games, so check those out as well. Thank you so much in advance for doing so. Without further ado, let's talk about this boss battle. Now, Sprong actually attacks in stages. There are 5 stages to Sprong's attack. So after you start learning the stages and learning how he attacks the party, you can start dodging or parrying his moves. Right now on the screen, I am in Stage 3. So let's talk about Stage 3 first. Sprong is going to perform a 4-hit combo. You want to parry or dodge Sprong's arms as they get close to your character when he is starting to attack. He's going to wind up and then he's going to attack, and that's when you want to dodge or parry as his arm is swiping towards your characters. Stage 4 that we just saw, he doesn't attack the party, he just charges up for his next attack, so you don't have to worry about Stage 4. Stage 5, he's going to shoot at the party 2 times that we just saw. It's one of the typical drawing in energy and then releasing energy that you've probably seen a lot of other enemies do. So you want to dodge or parry as the laser is finished charging. So it's going to suck up for a second or two, and as you see that suck stop, it's going to release, and that's when you want to dodge or parry right before that release. Now that we've talked about the last 3 stages, let's go back to Stage 1 and Stage 2. So, Stage 1, the boss is going to slam its arms down and attack the entire party that we just saw. So he does do it a few times. You want to parry or dodge as Sprong's arm begin to descend. It is very slow, so be careful. You may be impatient and try to dodge a little bit too quickly, but it is a slower wind up and then comes down pretty quickly. So just wait for the come down rather than when he is winding his arms up, because you can be a little bit impatient on that. Next, Sprong is going to sabotage the expedition. That's going to be Stage 2. You can see he shoots 3 beams. This is another one of those ranged attacks that you have to wait for him to draw in energy, and as soon as he draws in that energy, he's ready to release. And when he's about ready to release, that's when you want to dodge or parry. I've mentioned this in other videos before, but I find a little bit easier to dodge than parry. So if that's just something that you're not great at parrying, go ahead and dodge. It does feel a little bit easier, so dodge when he sucks in and dodge that move. And now we rinse and repeat. He rinses and repeats the exact same stages. Of course, Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3, Stage 4, Stage 5. You don't have to worry about Stage 4 as much. The ranged attacks, the Stage 5 and the Stage 2, I found were relatively easy because they are very similar to all of the other ranged attacks in the game. It's really Stage 1 and Stage 3 that are gonna be a little bit harder. in terms of figuring out his motions, figuring out when he goes quick, when he goes slow. But again, let's go back to stage 1 and stage 3 so we could talk about them a little bit more in depth to help you guys dodge those a little bit better. So again, stage 3, the boss is going to attack. He's going to wave his arms around. His arms are going to be pretty quick, so you have to pay attention with the different strikes as to when he's moving his hands towards your targets. So that's going to be a 4-hit attack. Just remember, on stage 3, it's going to be a 4-hit attack, and stage 1, it's going to be a few hit attack, but it is a slow windup on stage 1 for a quick come down. So pay attention to that as well. See, again, on the stage 1, he attacks twice. It's pretty much the same movement. He doesn't switch it up between the 2 attacks, but you do want to pay attention. It's a little slow going back, and then he comes down quickly, and as he's coming down, that's when you want to dodge or parry. What's really nice about defeating this boss is you get an amazing Picto. It is the Cheater Picto. For those of you who don't know what the Cheater Picto does, and after you play a couple of battles with the Cheater Picto, it turns into a Lumina, which is a 40 Lumina cost. But this Cheater Picto / Lumina allows for your characters to attack twice in a row if it is equipped on that character. That is absolutely amazing. It allows you for a free hit, which can either allow you to build up AP, it could just allow you to deal extra damage, but regardless of what it is, being able to hit twice in a row is absolutely phenomenal and can really help you do a lot of damage to your enemy. And here's that stage 3 again. You can see the 4 hits or 5 hits that he does, which you just have to pay attention to. He's going to swipe differently with his arms. He goes back and forth a few times, he varies up his speeds, and then he comes over the top. So that's the one that at least threw me off the most in terms of when he was attacking. So that's the one you're gonna have to pay attention to the most and really learn the dodge and parry mechanics of that one. Again, as he's swiping towards you, that's when you want to dodge or parry, but he does vary the speeds a little bit when he's attacking. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this boss battle, how you've enjoyed Expedition 33, and who your favorite character is. Let's talk anything Expedition 33 in the comments. I definitely recommend getting this battle done. It might be a little bit harder early in the game, as I mentioned. You can't get to Sprong until you unlock SGA's swim ability, but after you do, you can attack Sprong, and getting that Cheater Picto is going to be absolutely phenomenal facing enemies. I didn't face Sprong until after I defeated the Paintress, and it did help out a little bit because I had the nice Picto painted power, which really helps getting rid of that damage cap so I could do more than 9,999 damage, which is awesome. And my characters were leveled up enough to where this battle didn't take me an insanely long time. But we are coming down to the end of the video. I just stunned Sprong, which is always awesome. It's always nice to stun an enemy so I can get more attacks off on that enemy. But let me know in the comment section. Let's talk about this boss battle. Let's talk about your favorite Pictos Luminas, your favorite character, anything Expedition 33. The Cheater Picto is absolutely amazing, plus the Painted Power Picto are absolutely 2 great Pictos to have. So this is one of the best optional boss fights you can do so you can get that Cheater Picto. We are coming down to the end of the video. Again, if you did enjoy this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Does really help out me and my channel. Thank you so much all in advance for doing so. We're about ready to take Sprong out. It's going through its stages again. This time it's starting at stage 2 because of where I stunned it, and it's going to shoot at the Expedition again to try and take out my team. Something that I do like doing, for those of you who may not have watched some of my videos before, but if you're okay at dodging and parrying, may not be the best, I do like applying shields to my team because it kind of gives you a failsafe. Applying shields, especially with Minoko's skill, is really nice. Minoko also has a gradient that applies shields, but it allows you as a failsafe. You can get hit once and it gets rid of the shield rather than getting rid of your health. That's something I love doing, and I love it as a failsafe, especially if you're like me, you're okay at dodging and parrying, but not amazing at it. So if that's something that you need to work on, maybe you're just not good at it, you think you're never going to get better at it, or something you're practicing with, at least shields can help you a little bit in terms of your health, so you don't have to worry. Maybe you're great at it, you don't need shields, but I know for me, I do need shields, and it does really help me out in the game. So that's just something to note, that if you are struggling in terms of getting hit, I recommend having a character that applies shields to your team, because it'll make it a little bit easier, and it does give you a little bit of a fail-safe. So that's the end. Defeated Sprong. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, peace.